Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Car Salvage 101. And you can see from the screen that I'm looking at a 2011 Fiat 500 Lounge. So, a couple of stories with this one. Number one is that I was bidding on this and I started to record it. And then decided to back out of attempting to win it. So I stopped the recording. And then something in me clicked and went, oh, you know what, bugger it, let's just continue bidding. So I went back to bidding, didn't start up the recording of the bidding, and I won the car. So that's the first thing. So you're not going to see any bidding. But we have won the car. 2011 Fiat 500 Lounge, 1.2 petrol, manual. 11 plate. The second thing is whether you want to get it out of your system now or shout it at the screen or put it in the comments. A number of months ago, I said to myself that I would not get anything lower or higher, lower, older than a 2012. So 2008 to 2011 was probably going to be a no, and then 2012 onwards. But we've broken that rule, and we have gone with the 2011. So, yeah. I know corrosion is a big problem with these. It is a bit hit and miss. Number one is the corrosion being monitored by the previous owner, in which case it was dealt with. Two, where was the car based in the country? Was it near the sea, etc.? Was it used for a period of time? You know, all those sort of things of which you don't really ever know, really, until you get it. So, yeah. It is a risk, and I did go back. So, fill your boots with the comments. Yeah. So, I got this car, including fees, from Synetic in Bury St Edmunds, which is just under 100 miles from me. And I won this for just over a grand, including fees, on a Lounge. Now, Copart, you'll be lucky to get a pop, including fees, for 1,500, I'd say, in this day and age. August 2022, Fiat 500 prices are still high, and we're still struggling to get, I think roughly a 2012 Lounge on Copart before fees is roughly around 1,200 now, before you do any work to it. So, yeah, Synetic. So, it is a 2011 Lounge, and this was one earlier in the week. It's got 97,000 on the clock. Again, red flags to some. But the little 1.2 engines can pretty much go on and on and on without too much of an issue. So I appreciate it's a bit high, but there's a method behind my madness here. And to me, that is around trying to keep this car or sell this car to students or first timers who literally just want to potentially learn to drive in it, get a nice little first car, and then sell it on. So anyway, it's a Cat N, and it's pretty much the usual, which is no V5, starts and drives, got keys, no service history, and everything else is all good. The description from Synetic is accident damage. Nice and descriptive. So, yeah. And that is it. So, bear with me. I'm having slight little issues with the mouse, which could be the batteries going. So, There we go. Right, so this is the car, and this is the damage. Now, from here, this is the picture I picked up on, which was, that to me looked like scuff or paint transfer or just general dirt on the bumper. The bumper didn't look too bad. That wing has gone. There's creases in it and it's dented just by the door. And then there's up here in the bonnet 2 marks on the bonnet. That's where the damage has happened. And potentially something going on with this headlight. From the other side, this looks okay. Here, this ever so slightly scuffed here on the bumper, but we can live with that. But from this side, that looks like a pretty normal, decent Fiat 500. Yeah, there's a bit there on the bottom of the bumper, but from that angle, it's not too bad. Again, from the rear, nothing here. We've covered this part. This ever looks ever so slightly more yellow than the door. Not sure again whether or not there's anything behind that reason. But yeah. And then from the other side, all looks to be good here. No issues at all. We've got all the centre caps. Appears to be no damage at all. From here. Inside, luckily, no red interior. I'm trying to avoid red interiors. The check interior, and then we've obviously got all the usuals that come with lounge, which is aircon, etc. It's not got that much rubbish in it, but that's not too much of an issue. One key, which there's the remote key. For some reason, the cubby hole where the OBD port has been removed. In the rear, we've got this bag here, but otherwise that all seems to be good. A fantastic photo of the dash showing the mileage, and that's it. Can't see round here, can't see any, engine management lights, nothing like that. For some reason, they've decided to hide that away. And then we're back to the beginning. So, I'm pricing up a wing, and that's potentially it. Now, I had a look here at this wheel because obviously you don't, every time you get these corner ones, you're never 100% sure what it's done here. Now, when you compare, the problem is these pictures have been, it's difficult to work out if that's 2 separate pictures and that Fiat's been moved about. But that looks straight and that one looks slightly turned in. But it's difficult to tell. See, that ever so slightly looks like that's been ever so slightly turned in. So yeah, so to me it was just it's just a wing. I reckon I can do something with this. Oh yeah, and here where I pointed out the bonnet, 2 little dings on this picture, I can't really see those dings, so I'm not really sure what's going on there. But anyway, that's the car. Decided to bid on it, and the bidding went on, I'm pretty sure there was no more than a couple of people on that bidding, including me, watching that. So yeah, now if we go to the history, the MOT history, at 96,000 miles we have in September, so a year ago, no, not a year, 11 months ago, exhaust has minor leak, coil spring corroded, so there's a corrosion there on a coil spring. Not sure which one. Oh, all four. Sorry, my mistake. All four slightly corroded. Right, and then we've been hit with tyres, front, rear. So front, offside, near side rear, and near side front have all been close to the limit. Near side front shock absorbers like misting of oil. Offside front shock absorbers like misting of oil. They tend to come up quite a bit, I found. On a lot of them. And then near side front McPherson strut or bush worn. Again, that tends to pop up every once in a while. So those are the advisories. You can deal with the tyres pretty easy. Until you get it, you're not 100% sure on what the leak is on the exhaust. Cool springs, is what it is. You have to have a look at those. And then the front strut. Got to have to drive that to hear if there's any knocking. However, a year ago, so it's only done 5,000 miles. Had no advisories. Then, if we go back another year, had a coolant leak, and then it had another coolant leak which didn't appear. Well, no, that was the same one. So yeah, there you have it. Engine oil leak on that one. And then we have brake pads 2016 and near side front passenger door can't be opened, so I'd suggest that the handle is missing from that. And then back in 2015 the coils came up as corroded, so I don't know if they've been replaced and then they've come up again, or whether or not that's just a very, very good MOT test station that's literally just gone to town on this. But anyway, I'm not going to bore you with it. It is what it is. Purchased for just literally over £1,000, so I think should be able to resell that for maybe just shy of £2,000. Not looking to knock out a massive amount of profit on it, but yeah, a good first car, just shy of £2,000. So yeah, and I think that's it really. Let me know what you think in regards to the price of the car. What you think about my idea about high mileage and selling them for just under 2. So again, first cars looking for a quick sale rather than, the newer ones, which I appreciate. If you follow the channel, I get newer ones as well. So again, I'm just sort of seeking your thoughts really on them. I know people are going to say stay away from them. I get that, but maybe think outside the box and think, this is going to be a bit of a project for me, because we're going to just see how bad or whether or not this is actually a good car once it's all been put back together. The car has arrived, because this video is going out a bit later. The car has arrived. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward onto the delivery of the car, and then I think next week we'll do the walk around of the car. So yeah, £1,000 Fiat 500. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Give this channel a thumbs up. Give the video a thumbs up. Let me know anything that you want to discuss, and I will see you all next week. So until next time, see you later.